Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is a snow day, which is really exciting because I get to tackle house projects, which means things are gonna get done in the middle of the week, which is awesome for a teacher, for anybody. So really excited. But I was taking a look at my closet this morning and decided to sit down and film this video for you guys because my closet is getting a little bit full, and with spring coming, I want to make a little bit more room for some newer clothes and things like that. So I wanted to show you guys how I clean out my closet using ThredUp. And ThredUp is this really awesome site that I've been using since 2015, and it has helped give me a little bit of extra cash to take and spend on newer clothes that I really want to wear, or a little bit more comfortable to wear than things that have maybe been sitting in my closet for a year, 2 years, some of them are 5 years. You didn't hear me say that, right? Everyone has something that's really old in their closet, so I know I'm not the only one. But if you are really interested in this, stay tuned and I'll show you how to clean out the closet. So the first step in using ThredUp is just to go to their website and create an account. I think it'll go ahead and prompt you as soon as you get there to go ahead and register for an account. The reason why you have to do this is because there has to be a way for them to send you the cash at the end of the clean out process. And if you want to be able to track your orders, if you do order from their site, or if you want to be able to track where your bag is, your clean out bag, where it is in the processing stage, you can do all of that through your account. And then step 2 is to go ahead and order a clean out kit. So when you click that tab on the front of their website that says clean out, it will prompt you to put in your home address and they will send you a clean out bag for free. Now you will have to make a little bit of a choice though before you order that bag. You can either choose to have a cash out payment once all of your items are processed and if they are accepted by ThredUp, or you will choose to donate $5 to a charity which ThredUp supports. So there's a list of charities in their FAQ section if you're interested in knowing where that money goes. But ThredUp on their website says that they will donate $5 for every bag that is sent into them for a charity. Once you make that choice and click send me my clean out bag, it will take about a week or 2, and it usually says how long that processing time is for those bags to be sent your way. But once you get it in the mail, this is what it looks like. I'm going to cover up my address. So the clean out bag kit arrives, and then I like what it says on the back. It says, "This isn't a bag, it is a stress reduction device." And I 100% believe that, because every time I do ThredUp, I totally feel like I've cleaned out my closet really well. It's so easy, it's so smooth, you guys. I would highly recommend that everyone try it at least once. So inside of the little pouch is the clean out bag, and it doesn't look that big, but let me just unfold it. Give me 1 second and you'll see how much stuff you'll be able to get in here. So here is the gigantic clean out bag. It's so big that it doesn't fit in my camera frame, but my entire arm fits in this bag. If that gives you any kind of an idea of how big the bag is. And it's really sturdy. I've never had a hole poked in the bag. Now I don't take it straight to ThredUp, obviously it goes through the mail, but when I was moving it from my house to the curb or the mailbox or wherever it was going to get picked up, I've never had an issue with it ripping or anything like that. Now if you had a really pointy stiletto or really sharp piece of jewelry, I would try to put it in a little Ziploc bag or kind of tuck it in between some clothes so that it didn't puncture a hole in your bag. But once you have this gigantic bag at your house, then you're ready to go and start filling it up. So one thing that I do throughout the year in each season is I try to take an inventory of my closet as I go. So that means that I have a little basket or a trash bag either in our closet, the one that I use every day, or the guest room, which is where we are. And I try to pull things off of the hanger as I realize I'm not really digging this anymore, this is old, it doesn't fit me, or it's just not as comfortable as I once thought it was. So I take those items, I fold them up, and I put them in that bag or basket until I'm ready to clean out. On clean out day, everything is ready to go. I don't have to do a big overhaul of my closet, and it's a way less stressful project, especially when you don't want to spend all day cleaning out your closet. Although some people might want to, and that is totally fine. But for me, I just like to get it over with and done and then feel stress-free. A couple of the items that I found in my closet that were just not fitting me quite so well anymore was this classic little black dress from White House Black Market, which still has the little hanger tabs on it. This was something I bought back in college for a formal event, and it's a beautiful little dress. It kind of has like a tulip skirt there at the bottom, and it kind of just flares out, and I know that someone else would love to have this and would look awesome in it, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. There's no stains or deodorant marks underneath it, and if there were, I would clean it or kind of find a way to remove them so that it was ready for someone else. ThredUp is particular about the things that you send them, and they definitely don't want items that have stains or anything like that, pills, rips, tears that weren't meant to be there on them. So just be mindful of what you're sending to them. I think on their website they had a really good description where it said, if you wouldn't give it to your best friend, don't send it to ThredUp. And I think that's a pretty good rule to use when you are packing your ThredUp bag. And then I have a little jacket that is one of those items that has been in my closet for way too long, and I really didn't want to have to part with it because I love wearing it so much. But it is a little jacket from Hinge that I got at Nordstrom, and I remember picking it out because my mom and I are mannequin shoppers, and when we see things on the mannequin, we usually take them off the mannequin if that's the only one left in the store, or we try and go find the exact outfit. But I remember we were picking this one out, and this jacket really caught our eye. It's this really pretty tan jacket that has these really cute ruffles, and then this cool little zipper on the sleeve. And this jacket looks really awesome. It's a leather jacket. There really isn't any staining to it. The collar might be a little bit worn for them, in which case they'll go ahead and donate it to a charity or someone in need, which is awesome. And either way, this piece has a lot more life left in it, and I'm sad to see it go, but I'm excited that either someone else will get to wear it or that'll be donated to a charity. And then I was going ahead and looking at the spring and summer clothes that I have in my closet, just kind of remembering the items that I didn't love as much last year. And I found this cute skirt from Loft. I still really like the pattern, but the skirt is a little short for me, and I'm kind of gravitating towards midi skirts and things that are a little bit more flowy rather than kind of short and tighter. So I'm gonna go ahead and send that to them. And again, the skirt is in great condition and everything looks good, no stains or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold up the rest of my clothes, and I'm gonna show you what my bag looks like once it's all filled up. All right, so I finished filling up the bag. I got, I think, about 25-ish pieces of clothing in there, which is awesome. And then I put a pair of shoes in there. There's definitely still more room in this bag though, because clothes stop right about there, and I fill these bags up to the brim when I send them to ThredUp. So once the bag is all filled up later in the week, I'm gonna go ahead and schedule a FedEx pickup for them to come grab the bag and send it back to the ThredUp warehouse for them to inspect all the clothes. So if you go to fedex.com, they just have a little schedule a package pickup link, and you can schedule the date, the time, and then you'll just put a little location where the bag will be located. So, so like your doorstep, your mailbox, garage, wherever it is that you know the delivery person will find your package. Once they pick it up, you'll receive tracking information, and then it's kind of out of your hands from there. You'll receive a notification when your bag arrives to ThredUp, and they will give you a little bit of an estimate for processing time. Processing time for the bags have varied for me in the past. It could take 2 weeks, and then it could take 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but they will try to give you their best estimate. They do really work meticulously and look through all of the clothes to make sure that it's something that they want to put on their site. But once everything has been processed, and if you have any items that they have selected to be on their site, which usually I always have something that they choose from, you'll get to see the pictures of your items on thredup.com, which is kind of cool to see them have a second life and to have a description on your website and know that that came from your closet and that you wore it at some point. I think it's kind of fun. So once those are up there, you do not have to do anything. There's no extra work on your part unless you want to change the price for which the item is currently being sold for. You can increase it or decrease it depending on what you think it's worth or how quickly you want it to sell, but that's entirely up to you. But ThredUp will go ahead and price it to where they think it is fair. Once your bag is processed and those pictures are up there, you will have the option to get a lower payout right away versus waiting for those items to be sold on consignment. So if you are kind of hoping to get that cash right away, you have a shopping trip planned that's coming up soon, you can go ahead and get that lower payout. I usually like to wait to see what the items are being sold for, but a little tip that I kind of learned on my last bag was that if there's an item that you're hoping to sell for a particular price point, make sure you note when you're turn on your notifications so that when the email comes in that your items are up for sale, you can go in and change the price, because once the item is put in someone's shopping cart, you can't change the price of it until I think several hours later, like a day later, or once it's been taken out of their cart. So it's kind of a hard waiting game if you're trying to change the price higher or lower. So just a little bit of a tip there. But once everything is all set and all of your items have been paid for or purchased by someone else, you will get a notification on how you can receive your earnings. So there are 2 ways to do that. You can use PayPal, or you can get a Visa prepaid card, which is just kind of like a gift card that they will send you. PayPal, you can obviously link it directly to your bank account, or the gift card is a little bit more flexible too. It just depends on how you want to receive your earnings. I usually go for PayPal just because I can shop online using that, but if you're more of an in-store shopper, you might like the gift card concept, or if you just want to protect your information a little bit more. I have, and I'm looking at my notes here, I have actually received $300 using ThredUp over the past several years. And I've probably sent, I'd say, at least 7 or 8 bags. And some bags were hits and some were misses. The most that I've ever earned from a bag was $150, and I had no idea that some of those items were actually going to be accepted by their quality standards. So if you're ever second guessing it and you know that the item is in good condition, but you're worried that it might be, you know, too old or kind of off trend, you can just send it their way. Anything that ThredUp doesn't accept for their consignment store, they donate to charity anyway. Or you can request to reclaim the item and pay a small shipping fee if you want those items to come back to you for whatever reason. But that is basically it, you guys. It is so simple and so easy. I'll put all of the information in the comment section down below if you're interested. And if you like this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.